Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Brown family may have experienced a religious rebirth as a result of Kody Brown's assistance in baptizing Aurora Brown during a recent Sister Wives Season 19 episode. One of Robyn Brown's children from her first marriage is Aurora, who is 22 years old. Robyn, 45, is the fourth wife of Kody Brown. In 2010, she and her 3 kids joined the family. In the future, Robyn and Kody would have 2 children of their own. In the end, Kody had 4 wives and 18 children. 3 of his 4 wives had divorced him by the time Sister Wives Season 19 debuted. Together, Steve and Robyn raised their 5 children in a monogamous marriage. Aurora, one of their kids, recently made the decision to attend a local church. Kody agreed when she requested him to assist with her baptism. Kody might have returned to religion as a result of the baptism. Robyn's 3 children from her previous marriage were all younger than 10 when she wed Kody in 2010. Kody's first wife, Mary Brown, was divorced in 2014, allowing him to legally wed Robyn and adopt her children. Eventually, Brianna, Aurora, and Dayton switched from Jessup to Brown as their last names. Robyn's children didn't have the same experience with the Browns as their siblings, despite being welcomed by their new family. There seems to be no connection between the children and their biological father. In a recent Sister Wives Season 19 episode, Aurora begged Kody to baptize her after declaring she wanted to get baptized at her new church. The family had dinner and talked about religion after the incident. Despite being Mormon, the Browns appear to have become less devout with time. In the past, they used to pray more frequently throughout certain seasons, but they have since adopted secularism. Aurora's baptism might have caused Kody to reflect about his spirituality. They called themselves their core family, and Kody lived with Robyn and their 5 kids when Sister Wives Season 19 debuted. The majority of his other children, particularly his older ones, are not very close to him. Michael T. Brown, 28, is the only adult child who still keeps in touch with her father. Robyn was welcomed into the family by Michael T., unlike her other siblings. One of the only things that keeps Kody connected to the rest of his kids is Michael T. Following Garrison Brown's passing, Sister Wives viewers are witnessing a new Robyn Brown. But from the supporters' perspective, this is not a positive thing. They believe she is treating the situation rudely and without consideration. Kody and Janelle Brown were the parents of Garrison. But tragically, he committed suicide at the beginning of last year. With this, there's a lot to learn and discover. To learn more about this circumstance, continue reading. People don't want to watch the show after Garrison Brown's death. The Brown family included Garrison Brown. He tragically committed suicide at the beginning of last year. The family and admirers, who had grown up watching him on Sister Wives, found this difficult. The second half of Season 19 has not been well received by viewers. The family didn't express any grief at his passing in the first episode following the break. Fans weren't pleased that it wasn't stated. They seem to be attempting to deny that anything ever occurred, which is impossible. As a result of their rude behavior, viewers no longer want to watch the show. After Robyn Brown's death, fans see a new version of her. Following Garrison's passing, Robyn Brown's admirers are witnessing a new side of her. Unfortunately, viewers are unsurprised and believe this may demonstrate her lack of authenticity. A brand new episode. Victim conduct. Not Sobin. When Robyn mentions the other wives, she gets the guy, her children, monogamy, and no more sobbing. She also acknowledged that she uses the closed firm to swindle people out of their money. It's insane. I haven't cried yet. They started filming again in May after Garrison passed away in March. Robyn hasn't been acting like she's crying every 5 seconds since the first season. Suddenly, she's not this fragile, shy little flower. Cancel this show, TLC. I completely agree. The general lack of empathy that they all exhibit baffles me. Continuing to tape the show after one of your children committed suicide is incredibly heartless. I am unable to comprehend it. As I saw the program, these were the exact thoughts I had. However, karma receives hers, so I'm sure that will happen shortly. Fans appear to be perplexed as to why Robyn is suddenly not crying. She has a tendency to cry and make everything about her. Fans, however, find it strange that she is not expressing any emotion in response to Garrison's passing. She is acting good and telling Kody that they are soulmates, rather than grieving over his passing. How do you feel about this circumstance? Do you think she's phony? Comment below with your thoughts. Your opinions on this matter would be greatly appreciated. Following a major insult to Garrison, Sister Wives viewers have stopped watching the program. Kody and Janelle Brown were the parents of Garrison Brown. But tragically, he committed suicide at the beginning of last year. Fans, his family, and his friends all suffered as a result. Fans, however, are done and no longer want to watch the show after they made fun of Garrison on it. To learn more about this circumstance, continue reading. His tragic death and Garrison Brown. Janelle and Kody Brown were the parents of Garrison Brown. He was said to light up a room when he walked in and had a happy disposition. But he took his own life at the beginning of last year. Everyone was taken aback by this. Janelle and Kody had to endure the most unbearable suffering conceivable. As they watched him grow up on Sister Wives, fans were shocked by the news and felt terrible for his family. She now only has 2 kids in Flagstaff, as Janelle mentioned. When it comes to fans being furious about the season's return, there is a lot to learn. Fans of Sister Wives are over Garrison's diss. Following a major jab at Garrison Brown on last night's program, Sister Wives viewers are tired and done. Garrison passed away while filming season 19. In order to give the family time to mourn and grieve, they decided to take a pause from filming. Last night they took up the season. Fans, however, were furious that their deceased son was not mentioned. I can no longer bear to look at Robyn and Kody. I won't be watching the next season since I'm so over it. Filming was halted due to Garrison's death, but this season, they all act as if nothing terrible has occurred. They are all a bunch of callous idiots. How can you just start filming again a month after your son killed himself? Any one of them. According to Janelle, she now only has 2 children in Flagstaff. Although Robyn and Kody claim to be soulmates, her children lack emotion. Nobody appeared depressed or hopeless. Such a self-centered group of individuals. Janelle's statement that only Gabe and Savannah remain in Flagstaff is strange. Since Garrison was still residing in Flagstaff when she departed, she drove to North Carolina in February 2024. It can be inferred that she filmed that confessional after Garrison passed away. They won't discuss his death at all, in my opinion. Fans don't seem to enjoy how the family continued to act as if nothing had happened. They didn't discuss it. Fans are disgusted because Kody and Robyn were pretending nothing had happened. After the season break, fans anticipated seeing a lot more content regarding this. But the Brown family is giving viewers the complete opposite impression. What are your thoughts on this? Are you angry that what transpired has not been acknowledged? Comment below with your thoughts. Your opinions on this matter would be greatly appreciated. Sister Wives star Robyn Brown is upset with her old best friend Meri Brown for publicly trashing her. She discovered that the latter was beating and making fun of her in public. The TLC star is shocked and disappointed by her behavior. Over the years, fans believed the two were best friends. However, Christine and Janelle made multiple attempts to clarify to Meri that Robyn wasn't actually her friend. She was merely being used, they told her. The TLC star, however, remained friends with them and never trusted them. Meri started to distance herself from Robyn after she and Kody formally parted ways. Finally, she realized that her friend was only taking advantage of her. Meri has now been publicly bashing her ex-sister wife as a result. Does Robyn feel harmed by her actions? How did she react? Sister Wives. Meri calls Robyn manipulative and liar. Robyn Brown, Meri Brown's dearest friend, was blind. The latter has mistreated her for years. However, after learning her lesson the hard way, the Sister Wives actress finally severed her relationship with her. In the most current season, Meri discusses her tense friendship with Robyn. After talking to her friend Jen about the latter, she discovered that Kody often made her feel inferior. The reality TV star saw that her best buddy was frequently called a manipulator and liar. Meri never trusted anyone, but she trusted Robyn. She now believes, nonetheless, that the latter deceived her without realizing it. According to the TLC personality, Kody had a significant role in all of this. According to Mary, she and Robyn had a close friendship at first. She and Jen thought Robyn had been hiding her true self for years. Sister wives. Robyn made fun of Mary in public. Robyn Brown is known for her manipulative and toxic behavior. Over the years, she has deceived others with her emotional drama and tears. TLC used Mary and made her feel like she was always there for her for years. In a recent episode, Mary opened up about her failed friendship. She questioned whether or not she and Robyn were really close, saying she was grieving about their connection. She believed they could have remained together if they were that close. Mary, however, had other complaints regarding Robyn. "I was really hurt by this," she stated, "because I heard that she was publicly berating me and making fun of me to her friends." The Sister Wives star expressed her displeasure with her sister wife and former friend in a solo confessional. Robyn had to come to terms with the truth that Mary no longer wanted to be her friend, regardless of what she wanted. Later, Mary disclosed the COVID-19 incidents that shattered their relationship. She was open about Robyn's strict regulations that kept them from visiting each other's houses. Robyn defended herself by saying that because the TLC diva travels a lot, she didn't ask her over. It's really hard for them to see each other more. Mary blamed Kody for all of the issues in her friendship with Robyn. The latter, in her opinion, was a new shiny toy that her ex used. Being popular with his 4 wives has always been a source of pride for Kody Brown. He thought his blonde locks and six-pack could entice any woman. However, Kody's worth as a husband declined as he grew older and kept playing the victim. As his 3 ex-wives expose how crazy his marriage was, the Sister Wives star is now largely unwanted. Kody has had a difficult time during the past 2 seasons of Sister Wives. He had to see the departure of 3 women he didn't love. Additionally, the choice was a setback to his pride. But Robyn Brown remained by his side. Since she was the most popular wife, fans didn't expect anything less. "He was hard, and I had to sit there and explain this to him, that you were a moody butthole," the mother of 5 said on the most recent Sister Wives episode. When it came to the patriarch, the angsty teenage stage was completely off-putting. However, it appears that he is at last emerging from his despair. Kody revealed to the cameras how deeply the pain of 3 divorces has affected him. Every so often, you ask yourself, hey, do these divorces make me less valuable to her? I've been abandoned. Do you still feel the same way about me? Kody clarified, using the statement, "As they left, they stole some of my confidence, and I'm vulnerable and I'm a fool." Kody is once more attempting to assign blame on his first 3 marriages. "Kody got into his head that my problems with him were because he didn't have other wives," Robyn said. However, this merely demonstrates that the father of 18 is still holding everyone else responsible for the disintegration of the family. The man enjoys playing the role of the victim who endured numerous hardships. Kody frequently strikes me as having Peter Pan syndrome. When the kids were little, it would explain why he was such a nice father. They believed him to be a god. Thus he got along well with them. His wives were drawn to the jovial man as well. But everyone, with the exception of Kody, grew up over time. His tendency to complain when he feels personally harmed by the family has become a recurring motif. But it was he who brought about the significant changes in his life. Kody uprooted the family and relocated them all to Arizona. Additionally, he was unable to decide whether to construct atop Coyote Pass. Furthermore, Kody separated his entire family by enforcing the stringent COVID-19 regulations. For Kody, I believe it was more about losing. Having no power and being told what to do are 2 things that the male dislikes. Most people would take some time to reflect after seeing 3 wives leave. But not Kody, who is more prone to cry and criticize other people. Robyn and Kody still see one another as soulmates despite the fact that Kody lost 3 spouses. But in a polygamous household, the term is deemed offensive. The 2 continued to use it with each other despite this. "I recognized how incorrect it was," Robyn said to the cameras. "Therefore, I believe it might be acceptable if you are my soulmate, but not acceptable if I am yours." Robyn stated, "The splits didn't make him less valuable to me, but plural marriage was always the aim. I don't feel that way at all. Robyn would attempt another multiple marriage despite all the suffering. I would be interested in living plural marriage again if I had a guarantee that it would be something beneficial and we would have a positive experience, she said to fans during the previous season. However, this experience of the family disintegrating has been quite distressing, therefore I would require a guarantee. Kody has no interest in finding a new wife at this time. Polygamy kills emotional intimacy, he said simply. I truly desire an intimate, emotionally vulnerable connection with a woman, and polygamy won't give you that. It makes everyone defensive. Will Aurora Brown's baptism spark a religious revival for the Brown family? Kody Brown was there for Aurora. Introduction. The Brown family has always been at the forefront of controversial discussions about family dynamics, religious beliefs, and personal choices. But now, something even more extraordinary is taking place within this plural family, a spiritual revival that could rock the foundation of their relationships and beliefs. The buzz is centered around Aurora Brown, the daughter of Christine Brown, as she prepares for a pivotal moment in her life. Her baptism isn't just a personal milestone, it's a family event that might open the door to a deeper exploration of religion, faith, and possibly a seismic shift in the way the Brown family views their spiritual journey. With Kody Brown's presence looming over the event, the question on everyone's mind is, will Aurora's baptism spark a religious revival for the entire Brown family? Chapter 1. Aurora Brown. A new beginning for the Brown family? Aurora Brown has spent much of her life in the shadows of her mother's tumultuous relationships, from the public scrutiny of her parents' plural marriage to the challenges of being raised in such a complex family structure. But now, Aurora is poised to take a significant step that could change the course of her life forever. As she approaches the day of her baptism, her decision is poised to hold deep implications for not just her own future, but for her family's spiritual path. Is Aurora's baptism the key to unlocking a religious awakening for the Brown family? While many would expect Aurora's spiritual milestone to be a private family matter, it has already begun to stir up public interest. Aurora has always been somewhat of a mysterious figure, but her recent decision to embrace a religious tradition that her family has often wavered on has sparked a frenzy of curiosity. How will Kody Brown, her father, react to this significant change in his daughter's life? And will it inspire other members of the family to follow in her footsteps? Chapter 2. Kody Brown, a father's role in the religious milestone. As Kody Brown navigates his fractured relationships with his wives and children, the moment of Aurora's baptism offers him a rare opportunity to redeem himself in the eyes of his family. Kody has always struggled with balancing his roles as father, husband, and spiritual leader. His complex relationship with religion has often left many wondering how his faith shapes the decisions he makes for his family. Kody's involvement in Aurora's baptism may seem like a small gesture, but in the context of his tumultuous role as patriarch, it holds significant weight. Will he use this opportunity to demonstrate a renewed commitment to the spiritual well-being of his children, especially Aurora? Or will he fall back into old habits, neglecting his parental duties in favor of more pressing matters within the family? The truth is, Kody has often been criticized for his lack of involvement in his children's spiritual lives, with many suggesting that his focus on his plural marriages and the resulting family drama has overshadowed his responsibility as a father. But with Aurora's baptism on the horizon, this could be his chance to prove that he's more than just a man juggling multiple marriages. It could be the moment he finds redemption in the eyes of his children, and perhaps even the public. Chapter 3. The Brown family's spiritual disconnect, a struggle for unity. The Brown family has long struggled with finding unity in their religious beliefs. While some members of the family, like Christine, have embraced their faith and used it as a foundation for their lives, others have seemed more hesitant or disconnected. This spiritual division has created tension between Kody and his wives, particularly in recent seasons of Sister Wives, where the family's religious views were often a point of contention. The question remains, will Aurora's baptism serve as a catalyst for bringing the family together, or will it expose the cracks in their already fragile unity? As the Brown family continues to grapple with the challenges of polygamy and their individual spiritual journeys, Aurora's baptism represents a potential turning point. Will it be the spark that reignites their shared faith, or will it drive them further apart? Chapter 4. Christine Brown's Faith Journey, a Mother's Influence. Christine Brown, Aurora's mother, has always been the more devout of Kody's wives, frequently sharing her faith with her children and community. Her deep-rooted beliefs have often served as a cornerstone in her personal journey, even when the challenges of her plural marriage have tested her resolve. With Aurora's decision to be baptized, Christine is faced with the opportunity to share her faith with her daughter in a deeply personal way. But Christine's journey isn't just about her faith in God. It's also about her evolving relationship with Kody and how their differing views on religion have influenced her own choices. Will Christine's unwavering commitment to her faith serve as an anchor for Aurora, or will the family's continued struggles with Kody's role as spiritual leader create more tension and division? As the day of Aurora's baptism approaches, Christine may find herself navigating a delicate balance between her own religious convictions and the need to provide her daughter with the space to make her own decisions. But one thing is clear. Christine will be there every step of the way, and her influence on Aurora's faith journey could be the deciding factor in whether or not this baptism sparks a larger religious revival for the Brown family. Chapter 5. The Other Wives. Will they join the revival? While much of the attention is focused on Aurora and Kody's role in her baptism, the question remains, how will the other wives react to this religious event? Will they embrace it, or will they see it as another challenge to the already fractured family dynamics? Janelle, Robyn, and even Mary have all had their own personal struggles with faith, with some openly questioning their beliefs and others quietly navigating their spiritual paths. As the Brown family faces new challenges in the wake of Aurora's baptism, how will each of the wives respond to the potential for a religious revival? Janelle, who has often been described as pragmatic and grounded, may have a more measured response to Aurora's baptism, recognizing the significance of the event without necessarily embracing a full-scale religious awakening. Robyn, on the other hand, might find herself more aligned with Christine's beliefs, but could she also see Aurora's decision as a personal opportunity to reconnect with her own faith? And what about Mary? As someone who has experienced her own profound shifts in personal beliefs and relationships, will she embrace the idea of a religious revival, or will she remain distant from this new chapter in the family's life?